In this episode, the house siding is finished to within a day of completion. Both front and rear decks receive their stairs, more interior doors are installed, and numerous little items get addressed. Hi, I'm Dave Atkinson, and welcome to Life on the Straight. This 25th installment in the Epic Remodel series covers the 2-week period of July 26th through August 8th, 2020. Let's get to it. On Monday, the crew continued with siding installation by tackling the 3 remaining walls of the front deck area. Tuesday saw the installation of the access door to the underdeck space. The crew also began excavating dirt for the installation of the catch basin and piping over to the drywell. They also moved the 4 deck stringers from the front bedroom into the basement, where they were treated with a water sealant clear stain. Wednesday continued with the excavation of dirt leading to where the drywell drain pipe begins. For the roof support posts on the front deck, the crew began installing the final decorative wood wrap. Inside the house, the floor-mounted door stoppers were installed, as well as some of the door hardware. In the kitchen, the floor-mounted range ventilation fan was installed. Thursday was a big day, as the rear deck stairs were fully installed, while the front stairs were mostly installed. The attention to detail was evident, as the stringers had radius cuts to accommodate the planter box intrusion and deck overhangs. The crew continued to work on the front deck post wrap, and they received a few of the concrete pavers back from the countertop contractor. Olympic Peninsula Stone had used their water jet to cut out precise holes where the downspouts would pass through the pavers. On Friday, the front deck stairs were completed. The crew continued their work on the post wrapping and would now shift to the beam wrapping. Frank worked on installing interior door hardware. Inside, the plumber made an appearance to install the toilet seats and lids, the shower heads, and the remainder of the bathroom fixtures. He installed the dishwasher and also installed a water filter in the basement, which would turn out to be a mistake. Drinking water that has gone through a softener introduces a slight saltiness, which we didn't want. As it stood, raw well water entering the basement first went through a whole house filter to remove most of the sediments, and then the water headed over to the softener. What we wanted to do was tap into the water line once it had exited the filter, but before it entered the softener, forcing it through a second filter that was more effective, and channeling the output only to the cold inlet of the kitchen faucet. This second filter will stay in for this chapter, but we'll remove it later for reasons explained then. The following Monday, my friend Rod showed up, bringing over the scupper that he had constructed. Rod took some measurements to help him with the fabrication of the rear deck railing, which he agreed to build for us. The electrician showed up to install the deck soffit light fixtures and outlet. We chose to have a ceiling outlet on the far east end of the soffit, should we later wish to use it for Christmas lights. Having finished with the post wood wrap, the crew was now installing the spacers for the upcoming beam wood wrap. On Tuesday, the crew installed the 3 interior pocket doors. They also completed installing the hardy shingles on the back wall of the deck and began installing the wood wrap for the roof supporting beam. On Wednesday, the crew installed the elegant barn door style entrance into the master bathroom. We loved the look of this door, and we also approved the glass that we had selected, providing just enough privacy while also letting natural light in. Out on the front deck, the crew continued installing the wood wrap on the beam. On Thursday, Frank continued with interior door installation, putting hinges on the bifold closet doors. Both sides of these doors were supposed to be finished, but for some reason the factory missed applying the finish to the back sides of one set of doors. This would delay their installation, while a local outfit that Frank found applied the finish. Amy and I made a trip into town to buy some sample exterior paint colors from Sherwin-Williams, and Frank painted some scraps to show us what they would look like. For the entry door, we chose a sage green to match the new metal roof. The bulk of the house would be painted a medium gray, while the shingles would receive a lighter gray color. Our thoughts took us back to Seaside, Oregon, with beachfront houses and cottages sporting weathered gray-colored cedar shingles. Sure, our house sits 120 feet above our beach, but it is still a beachfront dwelling, and the winds coming down the street delivers sand right to our door. On Friday, the crew finished the siding on the east wall in the deck area, leaving the west wall for the following week. Out back, the tiny little stainless steel scupper was installed. That wraps up 2 more weeks of progress for our epic remodel project. Tune in next time as Rod's custom-designed stainless steel cable railings go up on the back deck and front deck stairs. You want to check that out as they are one of the most elegant designs that you've ever seen. Thank you for watching Life on the Straight. And if you'd like to follow this story as it unfolds, please consider subscribing, which is free.